So, people can re-inhabit.
Your dad repaired you just for a day?
And whoa, 170 experience, not bad.
Then we will do so.
We'll have to check out what is going on in this little village here. And there's already a trader heading in this direction. This might be the guy that we've encountered on a few other occasions.
Greetings.
I don't know if I recognize you. Although apparently we have run into. We do have some junk that we can sell though. We can dump our low-end axes and things of that sort. Let's get rid of them. Get rid of you. You. The things that just cost like in the teens. This as well. That gets you down to 9 coins. That's a pretty good fit, man. We'll stick with that.
So long.
Thank you. And well, I think we can loot more of those types of things right here. You can pick them up and just try to add them to his wares. Wouldn't be a bad idea. We'll beat you to it. We did the hard work. We did the fighting.
Your dad repair like you just for a day?
And then I thought there's one more here. Yeah, these people are just like, we don't mind the dead people just lying around. It's no big deal, really. Okay. Shopkeeper turns around and says, no thanks, Lids has scared me off. Already done here. Okay. So what else is there here for us to do, if anything? Is there even a fast travel spot? That'd be nice. So, oftentimes I think with these abandoned sites, there is not. Even once we clear them out. Anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Hear the wolves. Yep, hold on. But do we have anything to loot? Or anyone to talk to? Anyone of note? There is another shopkeeper, okay. And there is some loot here. Let's take this stuff. I thought it was going to be the trade person again. Can we loot this? No, we can't. Okay.
Mommy said you're a hero.
Oh, thanks.
More time in the Isles. Build your
Oh, take that. That lootable? No. Let's head up here. And this appears to be the place where the trades person is. Okay, so let's see what you have. Assuming you are a merchant that we've never met, unless wandering merchants... Oh, the Take a Gander guy? I don't know, we've heard you. Are the wandering merchants the ones that always inhabit the abandoned sites? Are they basically just waiting for a home and then you give them a home when you do ultimately free those places? Because yeah, apparently we have met you before.
Show me your wares.
Is this exactly the same person? I mean, he's selling exactly the same stuff as the traveling merchant that we just saw. Except you have 200 nobles this time, so we can sell the other junk items that we just picked up. So, I mean, that's fine. Rather convenient, in fact. Then I'm thinking we sell some of the other furs that we've recently picked up. Or actually the saddles, those are pretty heavy. Some of the ones that we have duplicates of. Yeah, that's very heavy. And it's worse than our current saddle, though you can't afford this one. Nor can you afford this. Nor can you afford this. Okay. Maybe we do, in fact, sell some of those furs in that case. Those do have a bit of weight to them. Worth 48 in total. 27 in total. Let's sell 2 of these. That gets you down to 1. Okay. That'll do.
So long.
Sure. Now let us retreat. And I think that's just about everything here in this place. Just a little lumber camp that we freed up.
Uh-oh. A witcher.
And now that we've been here, this was the place where we were saying was a little bit of a side route over to this spot here. We could even try checking that place out. It's sort of on the way. Let's test it out. See what the deal is. And at some point in time, we'll go further south as well. I think that's gonna eventually be on the agenda, yes, but I want to try going north first, I think. Let's go here to check this out. Or, well, this first, and then up here, because that's a little bit on the way. I feel like this is likely to give us something over here. Something of interest. Let's see. Keep our... Oh! Eyes peeled. Eyes and ears peeled. For rates like this. Noon rates. I think. Means we're going to want a Yurden. Except I accidentally switched over to Quest. Okay. Oh, it's a Night Wraith, actually. Ooh. That was rude. As was that. Please don't drain life from us. That's not cool. I'm pretty sure that's what you're doing. I'm pretty sure that is what you're doing right now. We can kill you, though. No. You're up here. Stop doing that. That's rude. That's the real one. I know we're supposed to Yurden you like all the raids. Yes. I didn't remember that you drained life from us, though. Please Yurden. Please step inside the Yurden. We can prevent you from doing the bad stuff to us. There we go. Okay. Now you're down. That was 3 lunar shards and also 3 of one other thing that can be good, I think. But what is the deal here? Your other stuff too. Oh, maybe that's just our Peter Patter footsteps? No, that's... Sounds like Indriga's down there, from what I can tell. But I was wondering what the deal is. These things here. What are you doing? Whoa! Okay, that's a nice sword. That could be very good. Let's check that out. Let's take a look right now. I do recognize the name. I think we've seen some of these before. But this is a higher level version, I think, than ones we've seen in the past. Level 20 is the same level as our Witcher School Steel Sword, yes, but it's still a Witcher School Steel Sword, so it is still better. Could use a little bit of repairs, yeah. Now, we've been fighting mostly monsters as of late. We haven't really needed to rely on our Steel Sword very much. And when we have, it's been against pretty weak bandits. It's not really urgent, per se, and probably looking to upgrade it pretty soon, I would think. I still don't really know what to make of these circly things. Maybe we'll be headed over here on a future occasion as well. And we'll know then, even if we don't know now. Is this... Hold on. Am I going the reverse direction, kind of, sort of? Head here. Let's actually put the marker there now. Just gonna see. These were the Indrigas. Oh, actually, those are drones, maybe? They're a little bit more interesting. Let's take a quick minute to fight them. They can be good. And they're usually, yeah, a little bit harder. While you are frying, let's stack you. And crit you. And you use the poisoning thing. I will take you out. I'd like to hit you before you can do anything. I accidentally switched to a sign I didn't want. There we go. Well, you're getting fried. Let's attack you as well. Got more drones. Tend to come in groups, of course. You're, yep, about to do that. That did hurt us. We did get hit by the poison. That is true. You're about to do it again, maybe? Whenever you stand still like that, unless we interrupt you with the as such. Ow. Well, even your normal attack. Okay, that one hurt a lot, actually. That hurt a whole lot. Wow. Okay, let's throw Quen on, like, right now. Maybe I was underselling how much that poison can do. There is another one of you over there as well. There's still another. Perhaps even multiple others. Let's take a moment here to restore some HP, because that, yeah. I did not expect them to be able to deal that much damage. Are you a normal drone? You look maybe a little bit different in coloration? Maybe I'm making that up? You're still alive. Are you not? No, you're dead. I take it back. You are no longer living. Thought one of these was still living. I mean, I can still hear some. There's a red mutagen. Those are big. It's one of the reasons for fighting these guys. There's another one. You have tusks, whereas the other ones didn't really. I kind of saw that coming. Woo! Except I didn't see a leap in that far. Fool me once. Yep, and no, you're not gonna fool me twice. Okay, well, you kind of did that time, except it wasn't the big jump. We can take you out here. We gotcha. Yeah, you did try to poison us that time too, but it wasn't so bad. Not that go round, at least. Okay. A little excursion there for the Intrigas. In the opposite direction, yes. We'll head back now. He's toward our original target. But some red mutagens, I think, or at least we got one, maybe two. But we saw that there are actually multiple crafting or alchemy ingredients, or alchemy recipes, I should say, that we need those for. Numerous of them, in fact. So all the more reason to make a point of picking them up. That's a lot of wolves. That's something over to the left as well, but I think they were far enough away that we're probably just going to end up not catching them. Not running into them. Those are the wolves again. We're headed in this direction here. Oh, hello. Drummond, Shield Maiden. We heard a bit and ran into a bit of the Drummond people before, but it's mostly on Crate we've seen thus far. ARINBJORN. We've heard about ARINBJORN.
The rocks never crumble.
Is that the Drummond place? You have a notice board. You have a fast travel spot. Let's read the notice board. Southbound foray. Got ye thirst for fame and glory? Come talk to me. We set sail for the south, toward the Black One's land. Oh, nifty. I wonder if that actually turns into anything for us. A warning. Got a taste for my darling Hilda. We've heard that name. Prepare to taste my axe. That's the person who was marked by the legend, was it not? Woodland Spirit. For sale, Nilfgaardian helmet, used. Selling a helmet scraped off a black one's head. Stiff was an officer, yeah, Stiff was an officer once, seems. Huh? Okay, sure. Rogvi lost the sea. Rogvi went out fishing and never returned. If you find his body, let me know. He was wearing a sheepskin vest and red threaded leggings. I'm guessing we'll in fact run into such a thing. Looking to buy a harpoon. I broke my harpoon on a whaling trip. Need a new one. It's been of the highest quality. Has to be of the highest quality. Don't you try to cheat me, or you'll pay with blood. Okay. Contract. Phantom of Eldberg. If you've got this far, clearly you know how to read. So read the rest, and read it well. Okay? A wraith sprung up in Eldberg and covered the whole isle in fog and put out the light in our lighthouse. If you're afraid to face a ghost in battle, stay far from Eldberg. For there you'll find neither gold nor glory, only death. But if you've faced such phantoms before, then know that I, Jorund of ARINBJORN, not Jarl, Jorund, will pay my own gold to you if you drive off the spirits from our clan's territories. Okay, and I do expect for us to get a bunch more undiscovered locations. That's one of the primary reasons for us to go here. I'm guessing this will be the one that gives us most of the things over to the west. Do we get any other direct quests out of this, or is it just that Witcher contract there? And I am curious what level that is. And that should be an indication of Generally speaking, what level this area is? Only 17. Wow, I'm surprised. I would have expected that to be a little bit lower, because this is pretty far removed from the places we've been thus far. Okay. And I'm curious where that is. Well, we have to talk to the person first, probably, right? Yeah. So we can chat it up, then. And he is right here. But we'll take it one building at a time for now.
Don't you putter around here.
One building at a time. Okay. So, anything here? Nope. Here? Yup. Yup.
Where are you walking?
Over here too? Sure.
Don't you putter around
And I thought that, yep, this is cool. I'll take your dumplings for the road. Thanks for asking. I think that's it. I think so. Then this appeared to be the building with the Yarend in it. This might be the tavern. Oh, hold on. What's going on here?
Look what the sea hurled ashore. Hey, you! What clan you from?
No clan. I'm from the continent.
Skellige warriors alone drink at this tavern.
Not really looking for trouble. What are you doing here then? Trying to suggest that these guys are not really from a clan, but are just random commoners or maybe even bandits. We're not really looking for trouble. I'm not sure that's gonna do much to say that.
Not looking for trouble.
Look at him. Raise your voice and his tail slinks between his legs, like a dog who's heard a wolf howl at the moon.
Looking to eat? Wait out in the yard then, till it'll toss us what's left in our bowls or the fence.
Whosoever denies shelter to a traveler disgraces himself and brings shame on his clan. Your dad's teach you nothing.
Don't you talk to me about me da, Yoran, or I'll tuck you in neath the barrow.
And you remember this, stranger. This here's not Cair Trolda, and we's not on Crate. Guests are not welcome.
Okay, so confirmed, definitely not on Crate. Does appear to be Drummond. I'm guessing this is the Jarl, or Yorund. You're not bothered by travelers, I guess?
You don't mind the occasional traveler?
I mind fools, no matter where they're from.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Jorund, son of Sigvald. If you've no one to
Oh,
drink
maybe
with,
his name is
sit
Jorund.
down with me.
It's not the
Share some
the
meat and
Jarl,
a
I don't
teal.
know. But it sounds like either way we're gonna be chatting. Okay. Anything else in here? Is that one of the guys who's talking trash? I think so. He won't even speak to us now? Not interested.
We're the bandits that lurk in the
Let's
island.
see what you have. You might have Gwent cards you might be able to play as a Gwent. Does seem so.
Show me what you've got.
Specialty goods alone. But I don't expect a tramp from the continent to know him from tripe.
Excuse me? Ooh, you do, in fact, have more Gwent cards. Aller. Oh, this is an amazing card. What? How is he just 20 coins? He's a 1 strength spy. That is perfect. Okay. I love it. Throwing Wispess is also really good. It's one of those 6 strength muster cards. We have one of them, I think, already for our monster deck, but muster's not terribly significant when you only have one of the group. And Fiend is 6 strength monster. Sure. Arrakis, 4 strength, close combat. Not great, but it does also have muster, so that works. Then I think these might be... I recognize Cherry Cordial. That is one of the ones we need for White Gull. Might also need Redanian Herbal. Let's take one of each. They are expensive. But if they do in fact allow us to make the White Gull, then that is huge, because we very much want to get that as soon as possible, because there are a bunch of things that require that we have it. Okay. So, is there anything we can sell to you, because we just paid a fair bit? Could be. Could be able to sell you our remaining hides and whatnot. Let's do that. In the hafts. White wolf, yeah, we have enough white wool hides, but those are quite valuable at this point, because those are things that we can almost get whenever we want. Wow, those two. So suddenly, yeah, fighting random wolves out in the wild is not so bad. Back when we were just fighting normal wolves, to drop normal wolf hides, it wasn't terribly lucrative, and like you guys were saying, probably wasn't worthwhile, but maybe with the white wolves, you could almost make the case that it is worth it. Or at least it's very close. And we'll just sell the rest of our other boring alcohols until you are basically broke, which I think we should be almost able to do here. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Nice. Now let's play with Gwen. And, well, this is probably an opportunity for us to also play with a weaker deck here, so we'll keep it at the usual price. He's taller specific to Northern Realms, he might be. So I do, on one hand, really want to add him to our deck, because he is really good. There he is. 1 strength spy. Let's add him to Northern Realms before I forget. And that does mean we can probably remove one of our weaker Northern Realms cards. And I was saying before, Dandelion would probably be next on the list. That was just before we added the Dragon, and now the Dragon is another card that could get doubled by Dandelion. Except, next on our list, if not Dandelion, would probably be Vesemir, and that means removing another card in the range row, the Dandelion would double. So I think, oh, or you could say Death Mold, I guess. Guess we could go with Death Mold. Take out Death Mold. It means we don't have much of anything going on in the range row, but so be it. I think that's fine, or at least okay when we know that we're deliberately trying to maximize our siege row when we have the siege doubling ability. Let's just double check. Is taller an option here with other factions? No, he's specific to Northern Realms. Okay, so that is kind of unfortunate because he is a big card. He's very good, but only usable for one faction. But we'll try. We'll try using a different faction here, and we can throw in the Dragon now for Nilfgaard. We used Scoia'tael a few times in a row there, so let's try Nilfgaard here instead. And we add the Dragon. Who can we remove? Who's sort of the weakest link here? We have some 6 strength, otherwise nothing special cards. We have the 7 strength spy. I don't love this, because we do draw 2 cards for it, but giving our opponent 7 strength is, that's more than 1 card's worth of strength most of the time. So, I don't know who we get rid of here. Like the Imperial Brigades, we were saying maybe, because if you don't get a bunch of them, then the type bond is not terribly strong. We do have 4 of them, so it is pretty easy to pull that off, at least in theory. So maybe we just keep it as is for now. Is there anyone else we'd like to, like the 9 strength spy? Absolutely not. Let's try this. And we hope that you aren't very good. You are Scoia'tael, you go first. You get to choose to go first. We have 2 decoys, a Scorch, a Spy, 2 spies, in fact. Okay. And a bunch of heroes, including our hero plus medic, and our 10 strength non-hero. It makes no sense, but for some reason it's just as strong as all the heroes. I think I'm pretty okay with this. Maybe we try re-rolling you or 2 decoys. We could potentially steal spies, but we don't know how many spies our opponent is going to have. I feel like, generally speaking, Scoia'tael does not have many. And we don't have... Do we have any medics that we could replay? I mean, one of them is a hero, so we can't do it with him. I think we get rid of one of our decoys. If you're nothing terribly special, let's try re-rolling you. And we got, okay, a medic. A weak medic, but we can use the decoy on you, potentially. So, there's a combo there. So I think what we do is we lead off with the spies, and then worst comes to worst, we scorch this spy away. See what we get? We get 1 Imperial Brigade, so that's unfortunate. We don't want to ever have just 1 of them. And you do have a spy here, but it is a hero spy, so we can't steal it. I think that's the only spy I've ever seen on Scoia'tael thus far. I think. Maybe wrong about that. But let's load up on 4 spies. And we drew into Siri and another Commander's Horn. The Commander's Horn's not great, because we already have one, and we have a bunch of heroes here, so they're not going to get doubled. What would we play the Commander's Horn in? Probably the range row for you, and then melee row for you guys here, because siege row, you're doing nothing. We do have a couple of medics here, so we can definitely play at least some cards here, and know that we will likely be able to bring them back with the medics, especially if we can decoy those medics and play this one twice. We can actually go, yeah, we can do a lot here, to tell you the truth. Let's play you, because we have medics to spare, it seems. You're gonna Commander's Horn melee. No! Okay, that was silly. Not sure why you chose to do that. Scorch would now remove your card that is getting doubled, which is kind of intriguing. I was originally thinking we would Scorch the Spy, but this is technically a little bit better. I do wonder if you could very well play other 6 strength cards in the range row that would also get doubled to 12, because you do have a reasonable amount of those. Oh, actually, Scorch, I mean, before you doubled that, this was going to be the highest card, so we would have Scorched ourselves, so thankfully we didn't do that just yet. You're safe for now. Gonna wait a little bit longer, see if you play one more card in the range row for us to Scorch. Doing all your muster. So you are investing a lot in this round. I'm thinking we're not actually trying to win this round. Remember that we can bring you back with the medic. We can bring back actually as many as 3 cards with the medic. And we don't even have 3. Oh, well, we played 2. Yeah, so this will be our 3rd. So this will be the last card that we play, other than maybe the Scorch or Commander's Horn. Well, probably not Commander's Horn. We'll see. They pass. So let's gauge here. What, if anything, we can do to take this round? Do we feel like we should? Because if we Scorch, we remove 12, then it's 19 to 35, and then we could surpass them with a Siri. So we can win in 2 cards. We'd be looking at 7 cards to 7 cards with us having a 1 round advantage. I think we take that. I think we still take that. We do this, then we do this. I did the math wrong. Why did I think we were going to win after doing that? I don't know. I did the math wrong. We don't really need this many Commander's Horns, I don't think. So, like, we could throw one away here. We definitely do need to win this round after doing that. What is the best way to do it, though? Is it a Commander's Horn? It may be. I think so. And technically speaking, this is a little bit more efficient. I mean, it is very much overkill, and it does now mean that we are going to be 1 card down, but I think what we're likely to do is we're going to pass immediately in this round here. Force our opponent to play a card in order to win this round. I think that's what we do. Yeah, we could have maybe even... Well, no, we didn't want to decoy to bring back one of the cards and get more of a perfect win by 1 scenario in the previous round, because the decoy means we can double play our medic. So we're passing here. That forces our opponent to play 1 card in order to beat us in this round. That way we're even at 6 cards apiece. And we do also have our leader ability, whereas our opponent has already played theirs. Okay, you have a medic, which is a good card to play here. Oh, especially into a spy. We could... I wish we could steal the spy with our decoy here, but of course we've already passed, so we can't. That was a nifty way to give yourself card advantage the last round here. Although, technically speaking, we can siege nerf, which may or may not be a factor. Squirtle tends not to have much in siege, I don't think. So, okay, let's lead off with heroes, and not the medic hero. I mean, the heroes that are just flat out not gonna get affected by any Scorches. Our opponent is, well, it's not like we have enough card advantage. We can deliberately wait it out any Scorches. It's unlikely that we will be able to outright prevent them from doing it. It's just a matter of waiting long enough that they have stronger cards than us, like this 6 out here. We're a little bit safe right now. I don't like that you have more medics, though. It's not a good sign, especially... Okay, well, now we could steal the spy. Hold on. Don't we now have a spy in our graveyard because you played spy on our side? No, we don't. thought, didn't you use one of your medics to play a spy, and then the spy should have gone on our side, meaning the spy should have gone in our graveyard? Apparently not, though. So we could swipe the spy. It is a 7 strength spy, so I don't love it. But would we rather have this spy here or double play our medic? If we double play our medic, first time we bring back... Oh, we do have... What am I saying? We do have a spy in our graveyard here. So, in that case, okay, I'll tell you what. I think we play the medic to bring back the spy, and then we'll use our decoy to bring back this spy. Right now, the spy... Well, actually, this spy is the highest on the field right now, so Scorch would remove it. So maybe we want to lead off with you. Let's steal you. Then we have no cards that are Scorchable now. You play decoy, you're going to use it on your medic. Yep, understandable. That's what we were originally planning on doing. But now I'm going to do this. Oh, you do have a medic. Hold on. No, don't do this yet. We are eventually going to play a spy. Yes. But we want to deliberately wait until our opponent has already played their medic so that they can't do exactly what we're... Well, their spy won't be in their graveyard. I was going to say, I don't want them to do exactly what we're about to do. But they would need their spy to be in their graveyard, not in the playing field, in order for them to be able to do that. So I think we're still fine doing... Let's do this into a weaker spy, so that way it's still not even Scorchable. Draw more cards into an Imperial Brigade. Oh, and a 10 strength siege card. Okay, our leader ability nerfs Siege Row. Is it not? Isn't it a siege nerf? I thought it was. I think so. So we probably don't want to do that after all. But our opponent has not yet played any cards in Siege Row, so it was not going to do us anything anyway. So this would still be the Scorch target if we were to play it. Which, I mean, normally would be fine. That would actually prevent our opponent from wanting to use Scorch. The only reason would be they have a medic. So they could get really clever, Scorch, and then medic to bring back the spy. So I think we actually play you now. You're a nothing card that's not going to get Scorched or anything. There's the medic. Okay, so I was waiting for you to play that before we went with our additional spy. So like this would have been the ideal time to Scorch, because we would have removed all these 6 strength cards. But now we go spy. And we hope, of course, that we draw into something nice. Grew into a medic and another Commander's Horn. Eee, that's not great. We have probably too many Commander's Horns here. We could double Siege Row, though, and with a 10 strength unit out there, that would be something. And in our graveyard, we have 2 spies, or we have 2 medics, rather, that we can bring people back. So we could bring you back. We can't bring Ciri back because she's a hero, but you're 10 in the range row, which is not bad at all. That would that still be... Would the best candidates be to double siege and double range? Because we'd have 10 in siege and 10 in range. Or if we brought back both of you guys, well, Imperial Brigade, that would give us a second Imperial Brigade. And they would double each other. Actually, are they technically going to be placed next to each other? Are they technically going to be placed next to each other? Or is Letho going to be in between them and prevent them from getting doubled? Because I feel like that's going to happen. I don't think we actually get to choose where we place it when we bring it back with a medic. So this is actually, if we do bring back an Imperial Brigade and they do get doubled by playing next to each other, that is the best card to play here, with the, or best card to bring back with the medic. If not, then they aren't. So, I mean, let's try it, but I don't think it's actually going to work. We try you, and then I think you just get... Oh, we lucked out. Okay. I did not get to choose where exactly it positioned that, but it fortunately chose that... Ah, that was very well done, though. That was perfectly timed with the dragon. They were just waiting for us to do something like that, and we played right into it. Of course, I had no idea they were going to play the dragon, but it destroys cards in the melee row. It destroys the highest card in the melee row if your melee row is worth more than 10 strength. And of course, by playing that second Imperial Brigade, we had 2 cards that were both 6 strength, the highest in the melee row. Letho didn't count because he's a hero, so got rid of both of them. So that was big. That was a very strong move on their part. We do have another medic hero. And with him, now we would probably bring back Hugh to the range row, and then we double range and we double siege with you, the 2 Commander's Horns. Do we have anything safer to do for now that doesn't immediately make us vulnerable to a Scorch? Commander's Horn in either siege or range is actually currently safe. Let's do both of those first. That way, if our opponent does have a Scorch as one of their remaining cards, they won't play it here. They're going to pass early. And that's a strong card to play here for sure. Gives +1 to other non-heroes in the melee row. And it is 10 strength in and of itself. We're going to double siege for now. It's not going to do anything at the moment. It's preemptively being placed for this, making it so that, well, you didn't have a Scorch. You had another really good card. Giving +1 to the other ones in that row. I'm not sure we're going to be able to catch you. That, especially after you destroyed 2 of our cards in the melee row, that was pretty rough. We could... no, we can't bring them both back. We only have... This was our last medic, right? I think we're still... Yeah, it is. I was going to say, could we maybe still get both Imperial Brigades back? I don't think so. So yeah, we'll play this, and we're not going to use our leader ability. So that means this is going to be it. It's going to be 20, bringing us up to 72, so it's going to be close, but we're not going to pull it off. And the game knows, even though that we could have played our leader ability, it's like, no, Lids, we're not even going to let you try to play that. We know it's not going to work. So I think it's possible with Nilfgaard there. We saw that we got very unlucky with the dragon, and if he had not played that, I think we would have had just enough to beat him there. So it's possible to beat you with Nilfgaard. It's difficult. You are, of course, using Scoia'tael and using many of the cards that we ourselves have in Scoia'tael, in which case it likely come down to luck. We just have to have a better draw and have to play things in a better order than you. Northern Realms, I'm pretty confident we can beat you. Well. So, take your pick as to which deck we want to use.
A game of Gwent. How about it?
Maybe for the sake of, well, I would say for the sake of variety, do something other than Nilfgaard, because we just did Nilfgaard. Then again, we did several Scoia'taels in a row. So maybe if that is a little while ago. But if we're thinking a little bit further back, then maybe we are still overdue for a little bit more Novigrad. So let's try pulling it off here. Is there anything we'd like to switch around now that we have a better sense as to what this guy is using? We know it's Scoia'tael, and there was a fair bit of range. There was not really anything in the siege row, which means, you know what? We should change our leader ability, something other than this. Look at 3 random cards. I'm not sure that... tell you what, our leader abilities for Nilfgaard are quite bad. This can be good on occasion, if we are expecting for our opponents to have lots of siege cards, but like we saw, they have little to none. This could help us, yes. I think it's still probably more helpful than the siege nerf, at least in this occasion. Do we have any siege nerfs in our deck right now? Do we have any weather effects at all? I don't think so. Wow. It might be worth throwing in a range nerf, because I think we saw a lot of range cards, and maybe even a melee nerf. Just in case. That could have potentially been a difference maker too. So we got a Scorch. We did not have any of those last time. We got a few too many Commander's Horns, I'd argue. That could be one thing we could improve. Imperial Brigades, we almost made that work. We have the Dragon. See if we can turn the table on our opponent with that. And a few heroes. I don't think we've ever gotten Morfran. No Vorhis. So, Vorhis? I think that's how you say it. I think let's get rid of the Imperial Brigade, because we only have one of them. We don't have any... we do have a spy, so it's theoretically possible we could draw into another. Let's play it safe, okay, especially now with 2 spies. Certainly could happen. We could also get rid of you. 6 strength siege expert dude, or perhaps the most normal of characters we have or cards we have right now. Let's try swapping you out. And we got a decoy, which I think is good. We have a medic, so we can put it to use there. Or we can swipe a spy. We saw our opponent doesn't really have much going on there. So, okay. They led off with Dandelion, who will double the melee row. Or other cards in the melee row. We could get rid of Dandelion here by leading off with a Scorch, which is in some ways actually best. I was going to say initially that we actually ought to wait for them to play another card and it would get doubled, so it would have really high strength and would be very easy to destroy. Oh, tell you what if we wait though? No, I think we Scorch to get rid of Dandelion, because although he himself is not very strong, he will set up the other cards to make them very powerful. We actually want to get rid of him, and as soon as they start playing other cards, they're going to immediately get higher than Dandelion, so this is our one opportunity to delete him. So we use the Scorch now. Then, I'm assuming they will still play their melee cards, they're just not going to be as good, and that is going to be... Oh, well, okay, sure, you can do that. Fine. If you insist. And then we will ultimately use this guy to... the dragon, that is, to destroy a bunch of cards, ideally ones with the same amount of strength in the melee row. So let's play you first, because I think if we are to play the 7 strength spy, that our opponent may not have anything that strong in the melee row, because ideally we're having a bunch of things that are tied, the same amount of strength there. We've got another hero, Yennefer, who is also a medic. Not a big fan of all the Commander's Horns, though. This is what I really wanted, was all the musters, but unfortunately they're a little bit weaker than this guy here, so what I really want is for you to play a muster that is either the same strength as this guy, or a little bit higher, and then we'll get rid of all those with this guy here, because right now the dragon is only getting rid of the spy that we just played. It's not really what we're looking for. So I think what we do here is we play just a generic hero, someone who's not really going to affect much. Not going to get nerfed or affect a Scorch. Okay, so you're at 28. We can remove 8 by playing you, and we gain 7. So it's a 15-point swing, which is still not quite enough. We do have a 2-card advantage, though. So in theory, that's still doable. You know what we could do? We could actually be really clever here. I want to give this a shot. Okay, let's play you. It'll get rid of the spy. Then we're going to decoy on you. I'm not necessarily sure this is the most optimal use for the decoy. We're going to bring you back, and then we're going to play you again. And this time, we will, in fact, do what I was hoping to do initially. That is, destroy all of the muster cards, because they're all tied with 6 strength in a row that has more than 10. So we... Perhaps it was overkill, but I really wanted to make that happen. So I will take that. And we can bring you back. We can bring the dragon back with any of our bazillion medics. It's more so the decoy that was going to be hard to get back. But like I was saying before, I don't think our opponent has many spies. Could have replayed a medic, yes, but we have so many of them that that may not even be necessary. In fact, we have fewer cards in our graveyard than we have medics. So I think we definitely lead off with a spy here, draw some cards, and we're probably going to play those cards because we can afford to play them and have them go to our graveyard. That would have been the other card that I would have potentially gotten rid of with the dragon. And I'm trying to think if there's a way we can recreate what we did last round. We can bring it back with a medic, yes. It would destroy the spy, though, not the musters, which is still something. Still 7 strength we're getting rid of, but I do wonder we would not be able to, you know, use the decoy to get it back in our hand and then replay it and then take out the muster people immediately afterward. We wouldn't be able to double play it the way we did last time, unless our opponent were to destroy it with a Scorch, which we could potentially see if they had using our leader ability. Tell you what, let's play 1 medic. Let's make it you, because we could actually medic a medic. Bring you back. This will get rid of the opposing spy. You could very well use your own medic to bring it back. I know you've played 1, but you may have others. You're gonna nerf Siege when we have 1 card there with 0 strength. Okay, whatever floats your boat. Sure. So now, I'm thinking we just throw in basically a throwaway card, one that we can bring back with one of our bazillion medics. So let's make it you. the Imperial Brigade. I want you to try to destroy our dragon with the Scorch. I actually want you to do it. Because, oh gosh, if we could replay it right now and destroy all of those 4 cards in the melee row, that would be fantastic right now. It is not possible at the moment. We need you to destroy it so that we can bring it back with a medic. That is the only way we can make that happen right now. So, we could potentially still just outright outplay you here. Well, we don't really want to play heroes, or at least we want to try to avoid doing that, because if we do it, then that means that we will not be able to bring them back with the medics. I think we actually use one of our commander's horns here in the melee row. That might further entice our opponent to use one of their Scorches if they do have one, because that would tie us up. And Nilfgaard wins ties. If you have a Scorch, I think you will use it here. That you're not. And suddenly that becomes, well, the highest unit out there on your side, but it's not the highest unit in the melee row, so we could still get rid of all of you with one of the dragons, and the dragon is still the highest card on the field, so it is still the Scorch target. But now we're at that place where we don't really want to play any more of these cards. We have, what, 2 medics remaining? And we can medic a medic. Why are we only seeing some of our cards when we look in our discard pile? That happened to us recently as well. Not sure why that is. We search again? No, I'm not sure why that is. Let's pass here after all. We do have card advantage going to the final round. That is good. But we could have checked what our opponent had with our leader ability. We may do that here. Then we have, I think it's 3 random cards we get to see, so we have perfect vision into our opponent's hand. Well, they're going to play one of them here. That's good. 10 strength hero, but we certainly have plenty of those. Let's do this. See what you have. You did have a Scorch, so I was hoping you would play that. So we can certainly get you to not want to play this, because next turn you have to play one of these, right? And if we don't have any Scorchable cards out there, then you're going to play this. So yep, you do. Oh, in fact, we used our leader ability, so yeah, you had to play something. That means if we play a hero this turn, you will just pass next go round and we will win. Because you don't want to Scorch here, that would remove your own card. So you will pass. And then we will maybe... Oh, we can't take advantage of the dragon destroying this row, unfortunately, because it's not up to 10 strength yet. But we'll medic into a medic into, even though that medic has 0 strength, so it makes no difference whatsoever, into the dragon. Dragon doesn't do its special ability, but it does have 7 strength, so sure. Then we play you, you'll bring back the Imperial Brigade. Then we'll play Siri. Then we'll double the melee row. And then we're done. Second go round, it works much better. And we did get a cool play with the dragon. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with that card. Okay, let's see what we get from you, though. Endriga. Okay. That, I thought, was maybe one of the other musters. Let's check it out. It's monsters, for sure. Let's see. Endriga is where? Here? No, is it just a normal 2 strength unit? Blah. That's horrendous. Okay, never mind. We're never playing that card. I'm sorry. Okay, we bought all your cards, though, right?
What?
I think we're fine.
Show me what you've got.
Specialty goods alone. But I don't expect a tramp from the continent to know.
Pretty sure we're good with buying things from you. Let's just double check. Yeah, again, you do have one of those other world map things, but I don't think I really want that. Oh, we did also buy the stuff for the White Gull, I think. Let's double check.
See ya. And thanks for the service. Really warm and kind.
Not as bad as those other people who greeted us when we walked in. So we alchemy, and we check if we can White Gull. It's not substance. It's... what do we need? We need Mandrake Cordial, which I'm pretty sure this guy was not selling. We did pick up a Cherry Cordial from this guy, so that worked. We need one of these. Okay. We can make this, but I don't... I mean, these grow on trees, so no thank you. Okay. Let's talk to you. Jorn.
Aye, Geralt.
Doesn't seem like you guys get guests from the continent very
I
often.
don't often raise such a hubbub. You must rarely get guests from the continent.
Aye, true. When a Redanian or Temerian grows the stones to come to Skellige, they usually go ashore at Kertrolde. Port's good there. Merchants aplenty. And the Jarl's right merciful to continentals.
I mean, that is also where we happen to go in as well. So, I mean, somewhat by coincidence because we did get attacked by pirates and crash. But, yeah, they were definitely nicer. You're not wrong. Who were those guys,
two
though?
boys, the pesky ones. Who were they?
Corey and Cracky. Only ever troublesome. As is their father, Leif.
So they're brothers.
Interesting in some way.
Depends. If it's liars and cards that interest you, then very much so.
Okay. But you did have a monster contract. Let's chat about that.
Saw your notice. Pretty bare. Can you tell me more about the beast?
It's a ghost, I think. Or some other nightmare. Haunts Eldberg, near the lighthouse. Started harmless. Lighthouse just stopped burning one night. Without that light, ships can't make ARINBJORN safely. So we sent 2 men to see what had happened.
Let me guess. They didn't come back.
Nay, they didn't. Mick Yell, the lightkeeper, he'd also gone missing. So I gathered some lads, a rescue party, and off we sailed. As we neared the isle, I hit the rudder hard and turned round. I'd seen a wraith on shore. Must think me a coward. Will crude steel had not do us much good there? I felt it in me bones. All I could think to do was to gather gold round the village for a reward. Help us, and it's yours.
Okay. Yes, but I don't think you've gathered enough. Not yet.
Gotta say, I like you, Jorn. But business is business. I'll need more than that.
You need to gather from other places too, I'm afraid. Okay, so let's see. I think we might only be able to go up to 280, maybe 285 if we're pushing it.
Grand. Let's call it that. Shake on it.
Alright, let's take it.
Fine. See
It
what I
was
can
surprisingly low level. I
Thank
think
you,
it was
Geralt.
just like 17 or something.
You're a good sort. Ought to be said.
Oh, thank you. You seem like a good guy as well. Okay. What level was that after all? I thought it was like 17. Yeah, exactly. That is actually, I think, our lowest level Witcher contract now. And it's... double check where exactly. I assumed it was further up here, yeah. And there were a few things in this area further north that we were saying we would ultimately want to try to check out. We've gone into the inn here, but I think we'll do more to explore the rest of the city. And then maybe we'll run into those other quests along the way. And then it seems like, yeah, the lighthouse is basically, it's not quite at the northernmost point. I would think that that'd actually be the lighthouse there. It also looks like it's shaped more like a lighthouse, but who knows? Other question marks out here as well. So, yeah, I think all the more reason for us to head up in that direction now.